Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to Home and Garden Fix and Tricks. And I say good evening because it's evening where I am now. Maybe you're not seeing the farm plants clearly because it's about after 6 now p.m. in the evening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm here is because I realize that when I water, the time is very hot. We're going through a severe drought now in Jamaica, St. Catherine to be specific, Upper St. Catherine. And when I water in the morning, as the sun come out, most of the water is evaporated from the soil, and so therefore the plants are suffering. And when I say suffering, you can see it in the fruits. You know, sunken fruits, spongy fruit. You know, that's what I mean, spongy. If I can find one, I will show you. So I have to re-strategize and visit the farm in the evening like now, just to water, so that they have the entire night to take up that water from the soil and to take in the nutrients as well. So I'm also going to spray as well in the evening. So that is why I'm here, guys. So it's just a short video to update you and tell you what is happening, and to introduce you to this strategy that I'm using now to combat the drought, because you know you have to be resilient, you have to be smart, and you have to adapt. A lot of noise in the background, some people quarreling, so I'm going to just close out the video for right now and then I come back and pick up afterwards. Alright? Cool. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. That is a sign of water stress, right? Not necessarily nutrient deficiency, because the plants are being fed properly. See it? Spongy fruit. These are not that bad up this side, you know, because these plants create a lot of shade. But the strategy that I'm adapting now, guys, when I water, say 7 in the morning, the water stays at the plant root for maybe 6 hours the most, because by midday evaporation rate is going to be extremely high, right? And most, if not all, the water will be evaporated from the soil. And because the sun is extremely hot and the plants are not getting enough water from the soil environment, that will cause them to close their stomatas. Their stomatas are tiny openings or pores in the leaves, right? So in the interest, or in the event for the plant to save water, the plant will close their stomata, and once it close their stomata, then transpirational pull will be lowered, and so therefore water uptake would also be lowered during the day. Now if you water them in the night, so you talk about 6 hours maximum in the day. If I water them in the morning, if I water them in the night, now 6 o'clock, they have until sunrise tomorrow, which is about 7-8 o'clock, they have around 13 hours to take up water. Even though the rate of uptake in the night is not going to be that great, but still the plant will still take up some amount of water in the night. And then that additional 6, so you're talking about 13 and 6, that's 19 hours comparing to 6 hours. So if you water in the evening like now, the plant have 19 hours to play with, comparing to if you water in the morning, the plant have approximately 6 to 7 hours maximum. So you see the rate of water uptake, or the length of time that the water has at the root when you water it in the evening is 3 times greater approximately. So that is the strategy that I'm adapting, and that's what I'm going to use until the weather change. You know, when the weather changes, then fine, we'll go back to the regular morning watering. You know what I mean? Normally I'm not on the farm at this time, but I love to be on the farm at this time, and because I have to pick up my son from school in the evening. When I leave work, I have to go straight and pick him up, so I don't have enough time to stay back in the evening. So what I do is pick him up, carry him home, and then I come back here. So it is a little bit challenging, but you know, I have to do something to save my plants, because it doesn't make any sense that you reach this far and then drought come and mash up your production. You know what I mean? Let me just show you the smaller sweet peppers and what they are doing, guys. You see the quality fruits that they are sporting now. You see that? So I cannot allow water problem or poor water management to, you know, destroy these fruits. So I have to do what I have to do. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do now, soon finish watering, I'm going to mix up some fertilizer and some other agrochemical, fungicide, insecticide, and spray them, because about 2 weeks, not going 3 weeks, I don't spray, and I usually spray every 7 days. So ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, basically that's what I want to talk about, and to tell you the strategy that I'm adapting. And for persons who really are being affected by the drought significantly, I hope this video, you know, was helpful to you, and you can find something that you can, you know, introduce to your farm. Also, I mulch And the mulch will help not only add nutrition, but it helps to retain moisture in the soil environment. So these are some of the things that I am using to adapt to the drought condition. Ladies and gentlemen, I am closing out the video now. Now is 15 minutes after 7, and it is the first time that you're going to see my farm in the night. I'm just using my camera light on the phone. Yeah, just finished spray. See the spray pan there, see the spray nozzle there. Just finished spray. I'm say, guys, I have to do this now because I have to change up the strategy, you know what I mean? See there? So the plant them. First time you're ever seen the farm in the night. Yeah, and although it is night and it is dark, still do a good job, man. Yeah, man. So these plants now will get a good time to absorb the fertilizer that I just put on the leaves and to absorb water overnight. And I will keep you posted because I know that this strategy is going to work. I will see a significant improvement in terms of the fruit not being spongy and the blossom end rot. As I said, it is not a nutrient deficiency, it is just a water issue. Yeah, so see the farm here, guys. As I say, it is in the night and at the first time I know I see it. So big up on yourself. Thank you for stopping by, and make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not a member or you're not a subscriber as yet. For Home and Garden Fix and Tricks, I'm Nicole. Peace.